a spotlight on a growing parenting trend, not becoming a parent at all. Birth rates are declining here in Maine and across the country. This morning, we're taking a closer look at why it's happening and what this could mean for future job growth across the state.
We haven't felt the active desire to have a kid. We haven't felt that.
2 years ago, Vanessa and Xander Marin made a private life decision public. They were going to live child-free.
At the time, it was something we had never talked about publicly before, so it really felt like a huge deal to us.
But that once taboo topic is now a growing trend. Hashtag childfree spreading on social media apps from YouTube to TikTok.
There are so many more child-free couples than we had ever thought. We kind of thought that we were an outlier, and we just heard from a lot of people that were in a similar situation.
A survey from Pew Research Center finds a rising number of U.S. adults say they're unlikely to ever have children, and reasons range from just not wanting kids to concerns about climate change and the environment. Some 44% of non-parents 18 to 49 say it's not too likely or not likely at all that they will have children someday. That's an increase of 7% from a similar survey in 2018.
The idea of opting out of parenthood is not new, but one thing that is very new is that we're talking about it.
Dr. Amy Blackstone is a professor of sociology at the University of Maine. She started studying this topic for personal and professional reasons about 15 years ago.
I really went into the work thinking I'm broken somehow. My maternal instinct is missing, or my biological clock is broken. And I very quickly discovered as I read the literature, one, that the idea of a maternal instinct is a myth.
She published a book in 2019 called Childfree by Choice, sharing some of her story, her research, myths, and history about not having children.
We've had women that we've called spinsters for many, many decades, and those folks have opted out of parenthood. We've had men that we called bachelors who never had kids. So we've had different names for them, but we've always had people who never became parents because they didn't want to become parents.
Maine's birth rate has declined for decades and remains among the lowest in the country. Now baby boomers are aging out of the labor force and fewer young people are entering.
You know, it creates really kind of an imbalanced situation with our workforce, but it's really good for young people in terms of their ability to attract a job and attract a good wage.
Glenn Mills at the Maine Department of Labor's Center for Workforce Research expects this trend will continue, but says other factors like the ability to work from home could come into play.
I believe the peak of employment will be sometime between now and 2030. Unless in-migration to the state of working age people comes on at a really strong rate, at rates we haven't seen before, which is really possible because of the remote work revolution.
I think if we can welcome people here, we can focus on welcoming newcomers more, rather than focusing on pressuring young people who may not be ready or may not want to ever become parents.
Blackstone is glad to see more people are discussing that option. As for the Marins, they have no regrets.
Yeah, we're still feeling like we're probably not going to have kids, but we're still not fully closing the door.
We are 90% not wanting to, 10% kind of wanting to.
Another ripple effect of a declining birth rate is on Maine hospitals. Just this month, Rumford Hospital announced it's closing its maternity unit on March 31st, citing a slowing birth rate as one of several factors. And St. Mary's Medical Center in Lewiston ended its maternity services last year.